Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're welcome to the show there. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike, the host of the program, along with Robb and Oscar, and we're here on the Mike O'Mara Show. And normally Wednesday is our birthday segment. We do intend to bring that to you shortly. But before we do, I wanted to spotlight one particular birthday.
Of course.
It is the 95th birthday of my mamo, who is 95 today. We're going to call her in just a second for a very, very brief call. I wanted to share one of the things she shared with me is that they have a little in-house newsletter at the home, the old age home.
Oh, nice.
She hates it when I call it that. It's her assisted. Well, yeah, don't we create names for things in America?
Sure.
Assisted living facility. She's living in her own apartment, so she's really not in a nursing home. She's in her own apartment at an assisted living facility.
Actually, I've actually looked and done some research. The thing it's closest to, if you remember the show Three's Company, it's a lot like that. There's a lot
exactly
of swinging singles.
Except
Sure.
no Mr. Furley.
No. It's
no
more of
Mr. Furley.
Lots of Mr. Ropers.
Mr. Roper's floating around everywhere. So they've got an in-house newsletter, and there is
Great
a
for show
community. A community of elderly folk that are quite literate and do a lot of writing. And so
sweet.
my mom, who always fancied herself as a no, Rob, it's not drinking. Thank you.
There is some drinking there, too, though.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that because she submitted and she has been published multiple times with teeny tiny little short stories. These are little bitty blurbs. You can see it. I'm holding it in one hand. It's one page. And this is her most recent that was published up there, and I will share that. This is their local in-house newspaper, and this is by Mary O'Mara. Here we go. This is her little story. Over the years, my husband and I entertained frequently. In those days, we were not wine drinkers, so dinner parties consisted of cocktails before and liqueur after.
Nice.
Due to the vast variety of our friends' tastes, we maintained a substantial liquor supply in one of our lower kitchen cabinets. Many years after Bill's death, that's my father, I decided to clear the cabinet of all the bottles containing the dregs left behind. So, placing 2 cushions on the floor, I knelt down and proceeded to pull out the bottles one by one. The thought then occurred to me that I needed something to put them in. As I tried to get up, my legs would not cooperate. At the time, I was wearing a life call device. However, as I considered using it, I realized what the scene would be when help arrived. This old lady on the floor, surrounded by liquor bottles.
Wow.
Quote, no wonder she can't get up. At this thought, the adrenaline surged, and I sprang to my feet, shoving the bottles back for my daughter to take care of on another day. By Mary O'Mara. Let's give the 95-year-old author a call right now.
Now, do they get money when they submit, like in Life in
Yeah,
the United States and Reader's Digest?
Sure. Yeah, they get paid by the word. No problem at all.
$250. That's great.
Yes.
It's a good story.
Special day.
They
and
get
we
paid
just
in
had a great
$7.
day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. Hi, Mom.
Thank you, fellas, but don't quit your day job, okay?
Here she is, 95 years young today, fresh off her whirlwind birthday weekend up in Boston. Mom, I had to call you on the show. I just shared for the whole class the wonderful little story that you had published in your newsletter up there at the old age home. And it was.
Please don't call it the old age home.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Mike, come on.
The assisted living facility, and it was really funny, and it got a big laugh here. And I just wanted to call. I know we've all had our birthday weekend, and we had our gifts and everything else, and you got a chance to see your grandson. But I wanted to say on behalf of the boys, happy birthday from all of us on the show. We're thrilled, and we're so glad to still have you with us. We really are. Oh, no. She's gone.
You spoke too soon.
Did she leave?
Oh, my God.
No.
No, I
I'm
don't
still
know what
on the
happened.
line.
Oh, my God, what happened?
Mom!
Mom, are you there?
We should call her back.
Why don't you
please
guys
do.
talk to her? See if you can get her, because she might be hearing you and not
Mrs.
me.
O'Mara?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, Mike, I don't think what you were saying was boring enough to merit that. I mean, it was a little drawn out, but
Hey, you know, here it is
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
SKYPE, the
Your
worst
call
technology.
has been forwarded to an automatic.
There it is.
No, maybe her phone ran out of battery.
could be.
No, she doesn't sit there with a phone lying on the floor. It's right in the
Does she
charger.
charge it at
where
all times?
Yes,
Or
I
is it-
see where it is.
Mike, is it a landline?
It's a
Old
landline.
people love
Yes.
landlines.
They love landlines.
With
Of
a
course, she's
cord.
got a landline.
Oh, yeah.
The
Let's see
old
what's
cordless.
happening here.
We got to find her now.
God damn it.
We're on a mission.
Your call has been forwarded to
come
an
on!
automatic voice.
Yeah.
Well, didn't she have an appointment with Saul Goodman today?
Oh, you better call
Elder
Saul.
care. Elder
She
law.
was there. She was there, and it's Skype.
Oh,
and it's
man.
always Skype. Is
It
it not
always
always
is.
Skype?
It always
It's
is.
always Skype.
Mike, let me try one more time, but we have to find her. You might have to try calling her from your
This is
cell
2
phone.
days
Yeah.
in a row, fellas. I'm beginning to get a little worn out by technical BS
I know.
on
Right.
the show.
I'm with you.
Let's figure
Your
it out.
call has been
Oh,
forwarded
man.
to an
All right.
automatic.
You know
All
what?
right.
That sounds to me like the phone has either been turned off
Yeah,
or it's on
dead,
charge.
or it's dead, yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
because
hold on, I'm gonna call
otherwise
her on this.
she would just be waiting for the long silence.
Yeah.
She's
We
just
had
waiting.
her.
I know.
We had
had her.
Yeah, I call her all the time. It's not like it ever
I
happened.
had so
On
many
regular phone call.
questions lined up.
And you know what? I was going to thank her on behalf of a grateful nation for giving
I
us
don't
Mike
know what
O'Mara.
happened.
Yeah,
I was going to
absolutely.
be a nice, sweet, tender effing moment, and now it's
No,
gone.
it was tender.
Huh?
It was
It was
tender.
not tender. It sucked. It Skyped. That's what happened. It
Now,
Skyped.
what if she comes back and says, honey, I'm so sorry. My cordless phone ran out of battery.
Then I will apologize to the shitty engineers at Skype. That's what I will do. I will apologize to the people that got all of the money with none of the details sweated. That's what I will do. I will apologize to the company that controls it all because nobody had the industry to come up with something that's even better, which is I've never seen a company more ripe for picking them off than this company.
Is Skype owned by Microsoft
It's
now?
no, it's owned by Wegmans. Did you know
Wegmans.
that?
Hold on a
Owned
second.
by
Let's see
Wegmans.
one more time.
One
All right,
more,
here we go.
but I
Just
think
to
we
see
got a
if there's
problem
some
here.
juice.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's right. Is the juice worth the squeeze, Oscar?
I think it is.
I do too.
Your call has been
Oh,
forwarded.
man.
No, there's. You know what? I do believe this is on her end. This is
Maybe
her
she's
phone.
a chatty Cathy and she's only allotted a certain amount of minutes a month.
Or maybe she's talking
Maybe.
on the
At
other
the-
line to Chatty Cathy.
Or
Chatty
somebody
Cathy
called.
O'Mara.
I don't know what happened.
Do you mind if just during? I don't want to distract you because when you're conducting, when you're doing the show,
Yes.
I don't want to take away from the magic that is this
The
program.
magic, once again, day two has been literally sucked out of my body.
Oh,
I've had 2
no.
days in a row of little vignettes. I get all excited to share this with my pals, Rob and Oscar, and I come in, and because of technical issues, once again, it's turned
There
to
is one
garbage.
common thread.
What's that?
If they're both, every time we've had a problem, the vignettes have something to do with his family,
That's true.
right?
So maybe that's
it's
God
almost-
telling
it's
me that I
almost
shouldn't have
cursed.
anything to do.
And
Yeah.
also,
cursed.
does the magic being gone, and I don't want to get too inside.
I mean, I don't
here.
have much left. Do you know that? I really don't have
Oh,
much
Mike,
left.
you have so
All
much
I have
left.
left is doing a little something for my family, and it's and this isn't for my family. This is for me. This was calling my 95-year-old mom, and I don't know what the F is happening on the end there. It's
Does it
you know,
have anything to do with the way the pre-call to your mom ended?
when I said I love you and then she hung up?
Yeah, then there was another quick disconnect.
It did explain a lot.
It did. Because I
Now
get that-
to be honest with you, 95, I'm a little worried.
no,
Mike,
no.
I'm continuing to call while the show progresses, and if I'm getting a busy signal or a disconnected signal from my actual phone,
Right.
then it's not a Skype issue. So I think her phone is actually disconnected or the battery has been drained.
Oh, God.
Or
Yes.
did you remember to pay the bill?
I was sitting in her room with her over the weekend in her apartment, and
Right.
she was sitting there, and she got phone calls when I was in there. She gets done with the phone call, and she places it back in the cradle. It sits in a cradle. There is no dead battery issue with this phone. Now,
Yeah.
is it by some miracle the one time we called that the phone disconnects? That could be it. I mean, and I've also called on my own phone as well.
Mike, you should also not worry because if something did happen, we would have heard it.
This
and,
is true.
And
Yeah,
two,
we have an open line.
If she did hang up, the phone would be ringing right now.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. All right,
we'll
well,
be
let's start the other birthdays, shall we? Let's start the mailbag.
Let's switch gears.
Yeah. All right, now
Thank you,
it's all about you. It's not about me. It's all about you. Now, tighter and brighter, for your listening pleasure. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Matt Preisner's 37, and he says he's not too old. Keep thinking that. All right. Marlena Wilson. Marlena, like the old girlfriend of Jack Kent Cook. Happy 58th birthday, Mike Wilson. Marlena Wilson, happy 58th birthday. Okay, that's hers.
Right.
Mike Wilson, Oh, we're doing it that way now. Fine. Mike Wilson, happy 58th birthday, period. Mike and Marlena Wilson, happy 24th anniversary, period. Anything else we can announce for you? So that's one family. That's why you did it that way?
Yeah, because I'm pissed
You
at
and I
them.
write differently. You actually write the way you're probably supposed to. With colons, I like the ...
The ellipsis.
on the
yeah.
bottom.
Whimsy.
It's
I
just
use
a little
the
helpful
ellipsis,
for
yeah.
that.
As a matter of fact, the
that
next
indicates the pause. Colons up the ass. Birthday wishes.
Yeah, Mike,
to
technically you're right.
I don't even
Everybody's
know what colon
yes, favorite box teacher.
kidding.
That is to say, she doesn't teach boxes. See the ... there? See how this works?
Yeah.
She's a teacher that's box. And I paused properly there. In any case, her name is Judy Wilcox Blosser, and her husband is a procrastinator. Oh, what a shame. Happy Tuesday birthday to Mike Scheinberg, who shares his birthday with Tony Romo and Queen Elizabeth. Did the Scheinberg family put that in there, or did you?
Apparently, the Scheinberg deal, Mike's deal, is when he wishes happy birthday to people, he always says what celebrities they share their
That's fun.
birthday with. So to give him grief, they asked me to include that.
And he would like a few words from Mike Ehrmantraut. Mike Scheinberg. You know, Mike Scheinberg, you're never going to be an NFL quarterback. And you're never going to be the Queen of England. All right, Mike Scheinberg, have you gotten that through your thick skull? And Mike O'Mara is never going to speak to his mother again.
Oh, no.
There you go.
No,
I'm sorry. Moving right along.
Yes.
Gabby and Danielle Rodriguez. Hey, there's a couple of great names. Boy, they blend well together. It's the Gabby and Danielle Show. They turned 8 and 17, respectively, on April 4th and 11th, respectively. Their dad, Daniel, had a. Were you snorting cocaine last night? I'm just kind of the way
Hey,
you've never written them like you've never written them like this before.
I write
You
them
have
the
never
same way
written them
every
like
week.
this before.
You are in a negative space.
Their
and you're
dad,
taking
no,
it out on
no,
my
no,
punctuation.
no. You
fair.
don't know. You're
This is
all over the
perfect.
place.
This is
you have more. You put more punctuation in here than I have ever seen
Well, he
before.
just came from college,
and
so-
two respectively's.
Yeah,
their
that's
dad.
comedic,
Yes.
it's comedic pacing.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. Okay, Milton. Their dad, Daniel, had a birthday on the 14th, and he's getting the bonus package. Well, that's fantastic.
you.
Yes.
I have been reading all over the Stephen Douglas McIntyre fan page about bonus packages. It's so much fun. Thanks, Stephen, for those great polls. A wise
Mike,
man,
I can,
Diva
I can
Rodriguez.
take care of those if you want.
What's that?
I can take care of those.
I don't think you have the power. We've discussed that before.
No,
Milestone birthday.
I do have the power.
Oh, do you really? Oh,
Yes.
good. All right. Milestone birthday for Sydney Mayers. She's now 18 and makes her mom proud every day. Well, that's very sweet. Super duper P1 Stephanie Matulich. Oh, you see her. Matulik.
Yes.
Sorry. It's Stephanie Matulik, always on the Facebook. Observed her birthday last week and wanted to thank all of the TMOS Nation who showered her with Facebook love and affection, especially Oscar Santana, who was the first to greet her that morning, and Robb, who did not cut and paste unless he called everyone Steph that day. And Mike O'Mara is not listed here, which would indicate perhaps I neglected
You're
to
not
say
a
happy
birthday
birthday.
guy, Mike. You have too much going on.
And you know what?
But
You're
I'll
wishing her happy birthday right now.
Yes, I am. That's fantastic.
This is what
Yeah.
counts.
Sam Hellman, I love his mayonnaise.
The best.
He turned 26. He turns 26 tomorrow, and he will be surrounded by Yankee fans. Arrgh! He lives in Edison, New Jersey. You see. Can Baltimore Billy advise him on how to deal with such a rude fan base? Unfortunately, he can't.
Oh, that's sad.
Sorry. Jim Stark is about to be 54, and he loves when Mike talks about the Chubbocks. But what he really wants to hear is Mike talk up a record as Jim Elliott. We're kind of sliding back into what we used to do, but you can't offer that to me and have me not do it.
I thought, you know what, sometimes the voices I pass, but I thought you might like this one. You want to go with it?
Sure,
All
absolutely.
Right, 12-second intro on this, Mike.
Very good. Power 105 WAVA. Hi, this is Jim Elliott. How you doing today? Hey, look, I see a garbage can next to me. Looks like pizza. I'll reach in and have myself a big old slice. Now, there's always that little delay, and I always forget if it's early or late on that.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Better than
now,
Jim would have.
Get ready for this one. Our girl Merle Rogers. Boy, lots of P1s getting birthdays today. She had a birthday this past Sunday, and she would like to hear from Larry King. But wait, Pony Boy as Larry King.
What?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go to Virginia Beach. Go.
Good morning. What's her name again?
Merle Rogers.
Are you
Good
listening to
morning,
another
Merle.
show?
Way to focus on the show, though. It's Merle Rogers. Go ahead, Larry.
How are you doing, Merle? I hope you're having a wonderful birthday today. You know, birthdays are a wonderful thing. You get to eat cake, and you get to see your friends. Have a great day.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I believe we're going to go to that well more often. I do dig me the pony impressions. Friday marks the birthday of our beloved Cappy Pfeiffer.
Yay, Cappy.
Oh, wow.
Her needs are simple, just a plain birthday greeting from Jack Cassidy, with his son David singing I Think I Love You in the background. That's all she desires. Is that really all you desire? Well, let me just say, we are once again naming our studio the Cappy Pfeiffer Studio. That's right, Cappy. Your needs are simple. You are a wonderful red-haired vixen out there in Northern California. Jack Cassidy! Cappy, darling, I know you don't smoke cigarettes, and if you ever do take up the habit, I will urge you at this stage of your life never to sit in a recliner and fall asleep, because then you will turn into barbecue. Just like I did, Jack Cassidy. To all the lovely Pfeiffers. What? You're interrupting Jack Cassidy and it's Cappy Pfeiffer. What do you wish to say?
You know, she also has to be careful with her birthday candles. They'll
Yes.
get it every time.
That's right. But I will say once again, Cappy, have a wonderful birthday. We all love you at TMOS. We wouldn't be here without you, Jack Cassidy. Thank you.
Nice.
Making a sweat. Dan Stovall writes, I recently saw Patton Oswalt at the LA Times Festival of Book signing his new book. I'll start again. I recently saw Patton Oswalt at the LA Times Festival of Books, signing his new book, which is about his addiction to old-timey movies. As he was signing my book, I asked him if he could beat Robb Spiewak at movie trivia. He asked me to repeat what I had just said, and as I said the name again, a smile broke out on his face. He said he didn't know if he could beat you, but would love to be on the show soon so we could find out.
Nice, isn't it?
That's sweet.
Then perhaps when your shows in D.C. are sold out, you will come on the show.
The
Anyway.
acknowledgement is kind.
Hey guys, I've loved the show since its inception because I love that I get some funny every time. I was shocked to realize I was one of the 98% that listen to the show every day without subscribing to the bonus shows. I bought my subscription after Mike's pep talk. My birthday is Saturday, April 25th, and I would love to hear the dueling Michael McDonald's because we haven't heard from them in a while. Love the show, and thanks to Pony Boy for helping me via email with my bonus show app issue. Keep up the funny. Thanks to all of you. Dave Holcamp, and let's do it for Dave Holcamp because he was nice and he bought the bonus shows. We'll give him a little of the Michael McDonald. Sending this out to Mary O'Mara in somewhere in Massachusetts where perhaps she's lying on the floor. I have no idea right now, but I do hope we are at some point able to reach her. Unbelievable. You know, you only do 95 years. How often? When's that going to happen again? She came
Went longer than I thought.
still love it.
And finally, Tuesday marked the 56th birthday of, my good friend Alan Wenzel, American University class of 81, and a true funny man.
Yes.
he has a concern. He'd like to friend Carla O'Mara on Facebook, but he is hesitant to do so because he thinks it might be creepy for someone his age to befriend a woman so many years younger. You ass, Wenzel. Please advise, start the show, you hump fairy.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business. From the entertainment capital of the world.
Hey, you.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I'm Sadie's mom.
Sadie.
Sadie, the one you chat with on the internet?
Nah, man, that ain't me.
Well, it was you. I saw your picture. Did you make a hot list and not put Sadie on the hot list?
She was not on my list, no.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make my own hot list. And you know what? You're on the not hot list. How does that feel?
Doesn't bother me. I'm comfortable the way I am.
Maybe you shouldn't be so comfortable with yourself. You know why? You look like a miniature Tom Petty. How's that feel, huh? You think that haircut's cool? It's not. Looks like you put your Justin Bieber wig on backwards. You still comfortable with yourself? Why are you wearing a tank top, huh? So you can show off your little bald pits, you little hairless wonder. So next time you think about writing something nasty on my daughter's Facebook page, just remember me. I will come down here and I will f*** you up. Hey. Are you crying?
Just let me go.
Oh my... I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not in my right head.
I understand. My mom's going through menopause, too. It's a hard time.
What'd you say?
You're going through menopause?
I'm not going through menopause. I'm not going to go through menopause for like 20 years. I'm pregnant, you little bitch. God damn it! God damn it!
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Robb Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Coming to you from the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios in the heart of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., this is The Mike O'Mara Show, on the air and online worldwide. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet because they get it, and if you're here, so do you. I have to tell you a story. I'm up in Boston over the weekend, and I did not bring my Harry's razor.
Come on.
I was freaked out. I truly, truly was. I was really, really, really freaked. And there's nothing there, and I don't want to go down to my sister and borrow something from Paul. I just didn't want to do that. We're in our little room there, and I say, Carla, what do you have? She says, yes, I have one. I have it for my legs. Eee. That's just I think every man in the world that's married has done this, but I will tell you, I have never missed a product more in my life. This morning, when that smooth razor glided across my chin, it was just an incredible feeling. They're the best, and the greatest thing is they're the most cost-effective thing you can ever see. Go to the drugstore, check out the blades prices there, and then go to Harry's. Don't be a fool this April. Stop getting tricked by the big-name razor companies. You don't need to pay an arm and a leg. All you need is Harry's. Harry's puts nearly a century of shaving experience into each blade for a superior shave every time, and at half the price of those big-name brands. The average shaver spends $300 a year on blades. Why not cut that in half with Harry's? Try it, and you'll be a Harry's guy for life. With extra dough in your pocket, you can get $5 off your first purchase with our code TMOS. That means the starter set is only $10. You'll get the razor, 3 blades, and a bottle of shaving cream, all sent straight to your door with no middleman and free shipping. And as always, your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed or your money back. Go to harrys.com right now. Enter the code TMOS at checkout for $5 off your first order of a starter set. That's right, the code TMOS. You get a month's worth of shaving for just $10. That's HARRYS.com and the TMOS code at checkout, and change the way you shave forever.
Right.
And it's always a little disconcerting when someone is 95.
Sure.
And you've made, Oscar's been making continuous efforts to get through.
Yes.
And the call ended, and she's vapor. It's gone. We have no idea what's happening.
I'm getting the busy signal just to let the listeners know. I think, is there a secondary number I could call?
No. It's 95. There's one. It's a hard line with a wooden box. That's what it is.
Oh, the crank on the side?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't want to go so far as to call my sister, and say
Send her over?
You know,
Mike,
man, I swear
I'll
to God.
periodically call during the show, and I imagine by the end of the program we'll have some resolution.
Well, it's not. This isn't like when
How
we're
far
giving
is
a prize
Kathy
to a listener.
How far is Kathy from the place?
You mean walking?
No, I mean just.
Well, that's what they do. I'm fresh off that trip up to Beantown,
Sure.
and I really, my sister, I said this to her at one point. I said when we were visiting over the weekend, I said, you don't live in a home. You have a treadmill and a Stairmaster. They live in a brownstone in Back Bay, Boston. Very, very nice home. Very desirable home.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice part of the city. Very cool. But it is vertical. It is straight up. There are small areas that start on the bottom floor and go up to the third floor.
Is it because of the price of the real estate? They have to go up because they can't spread out,
well,
right?
They've been around since the 1800s. So, I mean, these places have been around for a million years. They really have. And it's just, I don't know. My sister is 7 years older than I am. And I realized when I was on my second or third day, and I was walking back from a Red Sox game with Paul at a pace that, where I really, at one point, I didn't want to embarrass myself, but at one point I simply wanted to stop, lean up against a light post, and go, why did you just run? Why don't you just run? What the F are we even, why are we even calling this walking? Because we're not walking. And it was, they walk everywhere.
How
and
far
I believe,
from there to the stadium, to Fenway?
2 miles.
Okay, that's a pretty
bad.
good hike.
2 miles, 2 miles to the game, 2 miles back. Now, the 2 miles to the game was with my cousin Ben, my cousin Sam. These are my cousin Teddy's sons.
Right.
I think I call them cousin. I'd love to call them nephews.
Do it.
I love and my nephew Mike and their friend Nick. So we got the four guys, and it's kind of a chat fest. And Ben is kind of relaxed, but really thinking about the marathon,
Sure,
and he's
run,
really
yeah.
and we're just strolling over there, and we're having conversations. And I'd talk to Sam for a bit, then I'd drop back, I'd talk to Ben for a. Paul's talking to Mike. Everybody's at this. Then on the way back, it's just my brother-in-law, my unbelievably fit brother-in-law who runs every day and bicycles and I know, and look, my whole family up there, it's all this whole fitness thing, and I respect it. I respect it, and I know that they've been doing it for a long time. I also think, and I didn't say this to any of them because I didn't have the guts, but I'll say it here on my own show, I think, they're not getting any younger, and perhaps the speeds have increased a little bit due to the fear of death. I think that's perhaps why speeds are beginning to increase a bit.
If they looked behind them, they'd see a man in a robe with a sign, and that's why the pace is picked up.
The salmon moose. But anyway, it's a Monty Python reference for any of you that watch that. So it was. It's one thing. They walk everywhere. Yeah. There's a shopping center to go over to where the marathon was. We kind of cut through that. Kathy likes to say it's a 5-minute walk, or it's a 10-minute walk, or it's a 15-minute walk. I really like to break it down in heart palpitations.
Sure.
That's how I really like to do that. But I walked everywhere, and at the end of the week, I felt as though I had been in a mini little partially boot camp.
Oh,
and
nice.
I used to stroll 1 mile here in the morning. That used to be my power walk, and I occasionally would put it on that app on my Facebook page so people would see my glacial mile that I would walk, and it was a long, ridiculously long pace. And so now, I'm down to a little over 18 minutes for a mile, and that's fine for me.
It's
and
not bad.
May it continue to go
bad
down.
if you're in elementary school.
But yeah, I know. Yeah, we were
maybe
figuring
in
it
a
out.
specialized area of the elementary school.
Yeah.
Maybe a class that helps focus on certain aspects.
Kids wear helmets.
That not all the students go to.
Well,
this
I'll tell you
class.
about. We'll take a break. I'll come back and I will tell you about my exercise regimen and how Mrs. O'Mara humors me when we're out there. We'll take a break. Come back. You are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Happy birthday, Mama. Hope we get in touch with you. It's killing me right now.
I want a girl with a...
Do you talk C++?
Do I?
Can you telnet into port 25 and fake an email?
Can I?
Do you like to surf the backplane of a router?
Yes, I do.
It's
Have
classic.
you ever hex-edited your way to a registered version?
Sounds sexy.
We're not going to be talking about any of those things, but what will we be talking about, Oscar?
It's technology and the way it affects your life.
And we're going to be combining a lot of entertainment. It's going to be a good time. This is not your father's tech show.
Tech 411 Show, available on the More Broadcasting Network and on iTunes.
That means it's good, so please check it out.
New show this week, dropped yesterday. A lot of
Hey,
fun.
pal, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Did you dog paddle through the quicksand that is the audiobook at all? Have you finished that by any chance?
Which audiobook?
The
recording of
audiobook.
ours? Oh, yeah. I talked to Rob about it yesterday.
You did.
We're almost at the finish line. I need his help.
You know what's really great about that promo, and I really have had a chance to listen to it now that it's been on the air for 4 years. The best part is there's obviously a renewed energy at the end when they tag it. Because when they sort of lose it, when Todd says, "What will we be talking about?" There's a slight derailment, and then Oscar comes back with entertainment. Yeah, there's obviously two takes spliced together.
Look, we're not cake and cookies, but we've got a great show.
Yeah, they do.
Well, congratulations. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I want to tell you that I recently got my blinds in the bedroom done. Now, one of these blinds goes across a sliding glass door, so it's super long. It was 96 inches, and the other one was 76 inches on the other side, a little corner window that I had. And the blinds were a million years old, and they needed to be replaced. So I called Blinds.com, and I took the measurements myself, did a fantastic job. But I also looked at that, and I said, you know what? With Carla and the baby, it's a two-person job. For me, it would be. I just didn't know whether I was up to the task. So although I should have gone with the do-it-yourself thing, Blinds.com offers the professional installer. And I said, you know what? I'm going to use this. And if it works out for me, I'll share it with the listeners. Well, this guy, I swear to you, came in to our house, was in our house for maybe 15 minutes.
Wow.
It was the most rapid installation I have ever seen. We're talking about Blinds.com. They've got the greatest prices. I installed my own shutters in the kitchen, and I used their professional installation to install blinds in my bedroom, and the entire process was as easy as it possibly could be. Now, I work with Josh. He is my personal design consultant. He made it a snap. We went with blackout blinds in the bedroom, so now Mrs. O'Mara can sleep probably 17 to 18 hours a day.
Well, just
it's
like
absolutely
Carrie.
incredible.
Just like Carrie.
Plus, their sure fit guarantee means that installation is always perfect, even if you measure wrong. Didn't measure wrong. I was so proud of myself. That's all I did. Hurry over to Blinds.com, where you'll find great discounts all April long with your favorite brands and upgrades on sale. You got to see the value that's waiting for you. As always, get free color samples, free shipping, and free expert decorator advice, plus prices that crush store prices. Best of all, customer service that will genuinely make you smile. These guys love their job, and you'll love them right back. Blinds.com, as seen in Mike O'Mara's kitchen. Okay.
I'm really
we don't have
glad
Kathy's number, right? We don't have that
I
number?
think I actually do.
Do you have Kathy's
I'm glad
number?
you brought up the audiobook because Oscar came to me very concerned after we came back on Tuesday. He says, I think we need to have a date where we record. Because you know what his excuse was first, Mike, was that it wasn't that...
He never should have been given... He does a lot of things extremely well. Recording text is not one of them.
Well,
so it's
his
very
initial
frustrating.
claim was he's nervous when he records around you and I.
That's
but,
true.
But
That's
now
not a claim. That's the absolute truth.
I think what it boils down to, he's nervous around you. Because I've been invited to come in and George Martin his session to somehow fix it.
Well,
That'll knock it out.
I've done half of the
have you?
readings. Yes. I just
you've done half?
Yeah, I just don't think they have... Because what's great about you guys is you'll give me the direction of how to read it.
Yes, I know.
So I just want the direction.
I know, and it's something you've always been very open and honest about, as to the fact that it's not your cup of tea. And
not my thing.
So Rob will punch it up, and Rob listen to the other stuff and make sure he doesn't need to do it.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll lay in some of his stuff. You know, David Niven's last movie, his voice was actually done by Rich Little because he couldn't talk anymore. So maybe I'll just be his David Niven.
Was that the big casino with the?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
lots of cigarettes in those days.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Should we call her on Skype?
Yeah, let's call her on Skype.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get through. If we don't get through,
We're calling
I'm
Kathy
just,
or Mom?
We're calling Kathy.
Okay.
Is she home or at work?
Well, that should be a cell phone number, I would think.
Okay.
I would hope it's a
I
cell
have
phone.
both.
We have both, actually.
Okay. I would call her on the cell.
I don't know why I'm
She's
so
probably-
connected to your sister.
Really creepy, but okay.
I noticed that she keeps her phone with her at all times, and let's see what happens. Just want to give her a heads up. Don't think she needs to run out there, but I have to share this that we were in the middle of a phone call on the show, and
I think it's going to be okay.
It's best when you share worry, Mike. It cuts it in half. Let her shoulder some of this.
And you're entertaining the world right now.
Yeah.
You don't have time to think about this.
That's true. There are millions of people that need your witticisms. Maybe the phone's upstairs.
What is that? That seems weird.
Maybe she's out on a walk.
Could be.
Yeah. You can call her at home if you'd like.
Yeah, give her a call at home. Let's see what happens. Let's try that.
Does she have a phone on every level?
No, my whole family's phone challenged. I swear to Christ.
If you don't mind, Rob, your code once again, please.
Of course. I'm sorry.
The screen went blue.
I'm phone challenged as well. It's just I'm having a great deal of trouble focusing on the actual broadcast. I apologize to all of
what?
you.
I just saw how I have Kathy put in to my phone under job. It says Mike O'Mara's sister. That's her title.
Is.
Like if she was on the news being interviewed, it's know when when you pass and they go for the obituary and it'll say Kathy Parsley.
I just don't think she's going to be home at this hour. That's not what she does, unless she's cleaning up after all of us. The O'Mara house, the Mike O'Mara family.
Were you messy? Were you particularly messy?
No, I mean Carla cleans up when we leave, but you
Good
got a
guess.
little baby and all that good stuff.
Baby. Baby.
That first ring sounded weird.
It sounded Skypey. I think it was just a Skype ring.
It was Skype. Yeah, I think we're okay.
We're okay with
You've
Skype.
reached Parsley's.
All right. Okay. All right.
You don't want to leave a message?
Try the cell. No, try the cell one more time.
Cell
and then we're
one
done
more
with
time.
this.
Your mom's or Kathy's?
No, Kathy's.
All
Kathy's
right.
cell.
All right, a lot of
Kathy's
family
cell,
members.
For God's sake.
Apologize.
And then we can move on, and I can tell you. So the workout regimen is something that my wife runs ahead of me after a certain point of walking.
She doesn't even wait for you?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
But she goes at a quicker pace than I do. Tony, were you lifting your hand up to say something? Or
No,
what?
I was lifting a water bottle.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He likes working out during the show.
Nobody's reachable. Nobody's reachable in Boston.
Let's try his mom one more time.
Yeah. All right.
No, I'll call. No, stop it. No more Skype. I'm going to call her. I will call her, and we'll see.
No
what
whammies.
happens here.
No whammies at all.
She might be in an appointment. I don't know what she's doing. I don't keep track of her. That's just not the way it works.
Is today the day they do bingo?
Mike, have you ever thought of installing a drop cam in your mom's house?
What is that?
No, I can't even get her to get to come on.
A drop cam
with a
could be
regular-
a monitoring camera for Mike, where he just wants to peep in. He can. It's creepy, but
Like a surveillance
keep an eye-
camera.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could call it like a baby monitor. It might be better.
I think we're gonna do that for my mom.
Really?
Yeah, because
Put it by the phone so she can't call the
no,
QVC
we're just gonna put
anymore?
it. We have a security system in the house already, but if we had a video, just
Hello, can we call you on Skype? That's the fake number you're getting that you don't know of. We're going to call you on Skype. Can we call you on Skype? Hello?
You want to Skype with me?
Well, we're just going to call you. You've probably
we're
been
gonna call her
not
back.
recognizing.
So
We're going
we'll
to
call
call
her
you
back.
back. We're going to call you back with another number. That's us. We're calling it on Skype. No, your
No.
face is not going to show. We're just going to call you right now. Okay,
On
well,
yourself.
bye. We'll call you. Bye. God damn it.
How in the world would
Wow.
her face show?
well, because she thinks we're calling her. She knows Skype. She thinks we're gonna call her on.
She
Skype.
thinks we're going to call her on Skype
Yeah.
with FaceTime, that type of thing.
Can we FaceTime you and put
Now
your face
Skype
on
crapped
CL?
out again.
Did-
The worst
did crap
phone
out.
system ever.
Like,
Oscar,
it's going to be all right.
Oscar,
Yes.
I'll do it. My own money. I'll do
No,
it. My own
no.
money. My own
It's
money.
not
I swear to
good.
God,
It's
I'll
not
go to the
worth
well.
the
I'll go to the well.
dollars.
I'll have a fire sale. I'll put another yard sale out in front.
You need help
fine.
pricing stuff? I can be there in 20 minutes.
Something's wrong here.
Well, I have her
This
right
is
now.
not the way.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
There you are. Jesus Christ. Ah, my God.
I
Getting
don't-
in touch.
Pay attention to caller IDs that I don't know.
I know you don't, and that's totally understandable. Here's the deal. The reason we're calling you, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, this is my sister Kathy. Just had a wonderful weekend at Kathy's house
people.
up in Boston. So, Kathy, here's the thing. So, 95th birthday, I'm calling Mom. We pre-call her. We're going to have her on the show. She's excited about it. I say, we'll call you right away. I read her little short story that was published, and then we make the phone call. We get her on the line, and then, bam, Dead as a doornail. Nothing. We call back.
No, the phone line, Kathy. The phone line.
No. She's not dead. My God, no. We
She
call.
the crap out of me.
I know. Oh,
Mike,
did I make it? Did it sound like that?
You are the worst sibling ever.
Yeah.
You are the worst.
Why am I the worst sibling?
The way you told that story.
Yeah, you can't tell someone that.
No. We called. The phone died at like 5 seconds in. She was saying hello. Well, it's nice to be. And then click dead. Old age home phone system. Not your number has been forwarded. It's nothing's working, and we can't get through to her. And it's driving me
I don't know
out of my. What?
You want me to solve this problem?
Yeah.
How?
Oh no, I know. I mean, I thought you were.
You want me to drive
I thought
out there and charge her phone?
She always had. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She's always got her phone charged, but maybe today she got a ton of birthday calls, so it's been off the hook all morning or something.
Good point.
So you think it might be you think it might be a
talked to her
charging
for
issue?
probably half an hour, and I think perhaps others are checking in, so maybe that's what happened, because her phone is really well charged.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So can you try her back in a little while?
Yeah. We'll call her back after the show's over in about 3 hours. We'll do that. That's what we'll do.
Oh no, that's too bad. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but I don't think she did it intentionally.
I know. I just so you think that's what it probably is that on her cell phone? I mean, her regular phone.
Yeah, I don't think we need to call 911. I think her charge. It is highly likely that her phone has been off the hook all morning, getting calls. And probably, lost it. Maybe wasn't fully charged.
Kathy, when you just said that you don't think she did it intentionally, but you were laughing when you said it, was that your way of sort of making fun of our show?
No, I always listen to your show after you've been with family, because I'm always curious about your take on things, and it was delightful. And I thought your intro about Ben was hilarious.
Well, we had a
LOLing.
Yeah,
that's nice. We had a little discussion about you today when I was saying I just got back from my sister. She doesn't have a house. She has a treadmill and a stair climber. That's what she has. And
I didn't hear that part.
No, that's the
I
part where
that was today's show. Okay, that's why.
Your house
you're right.
is vertical. I mean, to be honest with you, and I said that it seems like your pace, yours and your husband's, walking around the city has gotten a little faster. And I mentioned that, no one's getting any younger anymore. And then there might be a fear of death factor in there to a certain extent that's resulting
we'll take
in
our
that
chances.
See, that's somebody who's 7 years old. That's somebody who's 7 years older than me and knows what kind of shape I'm in. And that's a confident, cocky answer. There going, yeah, we'll take we'll take our chances, fat boy. Why don't you keep sitting in that recliner in Florida and see how long you do?
I thought you kept up very well.
I did.
Walked 2 or 3 miles every single day. So
yeah, I did, and it was wonderful.
I think you did well, and I think it was probably great for you. So,
and I think I have to say this.
Work.
Was it not one of the best weekends we've all ever had together? I thought it was really special. I really did. I thought everything was special.
Really a fun weekend. I'm sorry that the Monday was so crummy, but other than that, it resulted in you saw some of my commentary afterwards about Cade. So that was pretty amazing. It was fun. It was fine. And Ben had a huge shit-eating grin on his face when he crossed the finish.
Language.
So.
Good for him.
Sorry.
Good for him. That's awesome. Well, thank you for the great weekend.
It was great.
And I just wanted to let you know that if she's incommunicado for the next 2 or 3 days, someone might want to call Elizabeth over there at the home and have her
I'll
check on her.
later today. I'm quite certain that's what happened. So she should have called me though. She's probably panicking that happened. So I'll give her a call shortly.
All right, make sure. I'll try her later on, but make sure that if you get in touch before I do, make sure that I'm. Let her know that I'm fine with her letting me down on her 95th birthday.
Oh God! You're gonna lay a guilt trip on your 95-year-old mother, please.
Okay. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for the weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, bye.
Bye-bye. There she goes.
Mike,
Oh, my
I don't
family
think she
funny.
did it intentionally.
All right, we'll come back. We're up on a break, right?
are.
We blast through the break. Of course
can't
we did.
believe this guy
I'll tell you more about. I want to talk to Robb Spiewak also about his college lecture series
Yes.
and find out how fruitful that was. We'll come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Love me 2 times, baby.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Last night, Mrs. O'Mara and I enjoyed another fine bottle of Cameron Hughes wine. They find premium vineyards, if we haven't told you this already, that have a little extra supply. Then CH Wine buys those extra bottles, sells those exceptional wines direct to you at a fraction of the cost. Now, there is big news on the Cameron Hughes wine front, folks. Cameron has extended the April Showers promotion for one more day.
Oh,
that means
right.
lucky you. Lots of their amazing wines are discounted to under $10. Absolutely, today only. 90-point award-winning wines are a steal with additional savings up to 30% and free shipping for my listeners. Only at chwine.com with the password TMOS. There is no excuse not to try CH Wine today. This offer ends at midnight. It won't last. Neither will these 90-point cabs. They're fantastic. It's the perfect time to stock up for graduations, barbecues, Mother's Day, all of your summer fun, and
Yes.
save some for Dad now. I love Cameron Hughes wine, and you will too. The proof is in the bottle. The only way to get on this deal is to visit chwine.com, click the microphone in the upper left, and enter TMOS. Shop the April Showers page to get wines at a crazy discount. Plus, save big with free shipping. It's a no-brainer. That's chwine.com. Click the mic and enter TMOS. This offer expires at midnight. Go get some amazing wine right now.
Awesome. Thank you,
Welcome back
Cameron.
to the show. Oscar, you
right.
look like you got some resolution or something.
Yeah,
like that,
let's
didn't
go
you?
to Skype if you
All
don't
right,
mind.
very cool.
As,
Oh boy! Oh God! I hope.
Mike,
I
did you
hope
think
this
it was
goes
nice?
well.
Did you think it was nice that Kathy had a half hour with your
Hello.
mom today?
Hi, Mom.
Are you again?
Yes. Oh my God! Did your phone die?
No, something must have happened at your end because I was still connected.
Oh.
Oh,
I got a funny noise going burp, 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 and that was it. So I figured something had happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
These
it's the,
newfangled inventions.
it's the technology. It's the new technology. But I just wanted to say we had such a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and it really was just it was special, I think, for everybody. And everybody was talking about the
It
fact.
certainly was for me. I said to your sister this morning when she called, I have never had a better weekend.
Oh, that is
that's
so
good to
sweet.
hear.
I have a few
That-
questions if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Oscar. Go ahead.
My first question is, how proud of you are you with Ben O'Mara?
Why don't you start again? How proud of you?
How proud of you are you?
No,
with-
How proud are you?
Oh, damn it!
All right, very
Let
good.
him
Start again.
talk.
I'm not
sorry,
from this
yeah.
country. I apologize.
No shock.
Ben O'Mara, what an accomplishment, right?
Well, as I said, you don't feel it's an accomplishment. Sometimes you feel, how did I live so long? Like the man said, if I knew I was going to live to 100, I'd have taken better care of myself. And that's kind of the way I feel at this point.
Well, you look
Very
great,
sweet.
and I as I told you, it's tough, and it is tough. And anybody that knows anybody that's lived into their 90s, physically there are issues all the time, but mentally, you are still, for everybody that was at that dinner table on Saturday night, you're a joy to be around.
Aw.
And you're I'll say it publicly. It is such a joy to still have you in our lives. And, nothing has changed anybody's mind about that. And it's such a fun time to be around you, and you still lift everybody up when they talk to you on the phone or whether they see you or not. And we all feel that way. And I think you know that. I think we're pretty good at letting you know that. But that's the truth, Mom, and it's the way we all feel. And I'm sorry to get all buttery on the show, but I do that occasionally. And I was just so glad that you were able to come out and join us for dinner out in Lexington, Mass. It was a lot of fun.
I was so happy to be able to do it too. You know, did you hear what your sister said when you gave me all those lovely presents? And
I don't
said
really care, Mom, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and let me know.
I said, don't you remember? I said, what if I die before next Wednesday and I've got all these presents? Kathy said, keep the receipts.
That's our family, everybody. That's our family. Well, Mary, have a wonderful birthday. I know you're going to have fun with your drunken pals over there at the home. I know it's going to be lots of fun.
No, we got drunk last night. We're not going to do it tonight.
For her 95th birthday, Mike, she got a hangover.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, when Kathy, we just had Kathy on because we got disconnected, so we called Kathy, and so it's been a whole family thing with Ben. And Mom, Oscar was asking before, not how you felt about your accomplishment. How did you feel about Ben O'Mara running the marathon and that accomplishment? How did you feel
nobody told me that's what he was here for. I just thought he was visiting.
Oh, you just thought he was visiting. Everybody left you out of the loop. He ran the marathon.
Nobody told me. And I wondered why Ben had come from California, you know?
There you go. So, see, once again, 95 left out of the loop. Well, now you're in the loop. He successfully completed the Boston Marathon.
And on Monday morning, she said, good heavens, he's taking a very long walk today. I don't know why he's not back yet.
Well, we love you. Happy birthday. I will talk to you.
Thank you. You've made my day, all of you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, Mom.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Mrs.
you,
O'Mara.
darling.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, dear.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Well, there we go.
What a great
See, there's your payoff.
That's closure.
Awesome.
That's closure. I need it. Look,
man.
you get a little wigged out on a significant
Of course.
birthday like this. You kind of get
Mike,
you know,
I'm the
you get a
same
little
way
messed
when
up.
I call you and you don't answer.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate
Mike,
that.
would you like me to quickly text from Skype Kathy saying she's alive?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah, she's
I'll do that
alive.
for
Very good.
With a smiley face. Now on to Rob Spiewak.
Yeah.
So we have made no secret about the fact that here at the Mike O'Mara Studios, we need to get new interns, and they're not the Mike O'Mara Studios; they're the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios. And I actually rewrote the opening a few days ago and messed that up, so I wanted to include that. Now that it's Cappy's birthday as well, but we need interns,
And it's not that Mac isn't doing a great job.
Right. We don't get interns as regularly as some of the other shows, radio shows certainly, and podcasts. And we don't get interns because, well, the bottom line is Rob was in charge of getting the interns. That's
right.
why we don't get them.
Exactly
and so Rob has renewed his commitment to getting interns. I never knew it was hard for you when we had the other show. It's been hard for you over the years.
What's that?
And getting your claws into interns.
Well,
now,
the thing is that as is the case with so many aspects, we are not, even though we are a radio show, we're not a radio show. And I think that sometimes...
But I'm saying it was hard for you when we had the radio show.
That's true, but that was never on me to get interns then.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Yeah, it's usually on the promotions department.
Right.
It takes care of that, and then they interview them and then siphon
I'm
them
sorry,
off.
I didn't mean to blame you on that.
That's,
It's
you
so
know
much-
what? That's
So
fine.
much more fun.
Oh, you know what? It's fun for everybody.
Is it Kathy with a K or Kathy with a C?
With a C.
Just thank you.
So what I did is we've listed, the internship opportunity. They have almost like a help wanted ad section at colleges, and we've been listed at American University. We've been listed at George Mason, but we just haven't gotten any action. So a kid that I know in my neighborhood is a sophomore at George Mason, and I said, can you arrange an introduction with the guy that teaches your radio production class? And he said, sure, he's a good guy. His name is Roger Smith. And I knew his name. He's been at Mason a long time, and I've heard about him through other people that are Mason alums.
Okay.
And I said, hey, we need interns. Would it be possible I could come in and speak in your class? And he said, I'd love it. And also, you could talk about podcasting and where your show is now as to where it was, say, 10 years ago. And
So
then
do
at the
you
end,
get?
you can head up
I
for
would
interns.
I would be riddled with anxiety with that task. I would probably not even do it. The idea of speaking in a small group has always been something, and I've told people this. I've been honest about it, that it bothers me. Were you a little nervous about going in front of a small class?
Because, and actually, something I wanted to talk about in today's bonus show is very different. I did career day at the middle school, and that was the taste in my mouth. And it was not a good flavor.
Okay, so you were coming off a bad experience, and you went. And yesterday, is that when you spoke to the college?
Yeah, I went out there to George Mason, and
what did you wear?
I wore a
shirt.
a button-down shirt, and then khakis and hard shoes.
Tucked in or not tucked in?
You even have to ask.
Okay, I'm just checking.
The fashion, Mike, is to leave the shirt untucked, especially when you're morbidly obese and skirting death.
Yeah, that's the fashion.
So, anyway, Oscar, you know what? You take 5. Mike and I will handle this.
I go to college with grown men. All their shirts are tucked in.
Fantastic. Another day that he mentions he's going to college. It's terrific.
That's all I have, man. It's all your records. I have my education.
So I meet him. I meet him at the statue of George Mason right on campus. And you know what's funny? As a guy,
that's the one that says knowledge is good underneath it, right?
Right. It says pay 20% down. That's the motto.
I wish you had that Animal House music. That would be fantastic.
As someone,
I picture Rob getting ready in the morning. Carrie, I'm going to the college. I'm going to be speaking to Delta House. I will be speaking. Dean Wormer is actually going to meet me at the front gate, and then I am making my way over to the classroom. It should be a lot of fun.
Sure. Come on in.
He's talking and he's finding the Animal House music at the same time.
Oh, I don't have the score of Animal House. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But anyway, I meet him at the statue, and he's right away. He hands me a gift bag, and it has a mug that says George Mason, which I don't care about, and a pen that says George Mason, what I don't care about. But also, he validated my parking, which was great.
That's a win.
So it's a win. We go in, and I go to the classroom, and I don't know what I was picturing in my head. I saw a lecture hall. I saw a podium. I saw something like from back to school. And he ushered me through what looked like a food court in a mall, past the college radio station, down some steps, and into a room about twice the size of our studio with a conference
student
table.
Union.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. And we sat down, and we were the first ones there. I got a tour of their radio station, and it's a college station.
Yeah.
But being a radio geek, I dug it. I like seeing the equipment and stuff. And then we went into the conference room, and exactly, Mike. Thank you.
Nice.
And sat down at the table, and the students started trickling in. There was first 3 or 4. Sorry. But when all is said and done, I'd say there was probably 18 or 20 kids that came in, mostly juniors and seniors.
Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty good class size. Now, is it voluntary or what? Rob Spiewak will be speaking today, guys. You can show up if you want. A class of 120, and there are 18 people that show up.
It was, I think it was MassCom 340. But he opened it to all his students.
Nice.
So they could come in and hear me
So we had
speak.
about 2,000 guys that said no thanks.
That's right. A lot of people that are not really into our track. So, but
wow. 18 is solid. 18
it
is
was
solid.
not bad. And Roger Smith, who could not have been nicer, actually introduced me. He had like a projector from his laptop and put my bio up on the screen. And
that's cool.
Talked about my past with, starting with you and Don and going through to the terrestrial Mike O'Mara show and where we are now.
Talk about the intern experience.
Talked about the intern experience. It did come up, as a matter of fact.
Right.
And so then I sort of walked through and talked about getting fired and how through Oscar's thought of starting the podcast, how we began and how we
As a
got to
team.
where we are today. Yeah, but I also talked about how it was you had to explain to us what a podcast was.
Yeah, I remember Coastal Flats. You guys were looking at me like I was an alien.
Yeah, it was like 6 years ago, and I had to explain to these guys, and I thought, oh my God, 6 years ago, these guys were 12. They're kids.
Yeah.
They really are kids. And
Right.
I mean, I started with you, Mike, before these guys were born.
Exactly.
And that really
Yeah.
puts the stuff into perspective.
Sure, and it also turns off all the young kids. What was the reaction from the class?
There was a lot of booing, catcalling. They threw tar and feathers.
Rob, excuse me, class, will you please let Rob speak? Thank you.
No, it was very, very positive, and handed out cards and handed out the email address. So I hope to hear from them to generate interns. What I said to them is I said that podcasting is the future, obviously. And you might not think it's a great idea to, attach yourself to a smaller program like us as opposed to a big radio station group. But what we can offer is so much more. We can offer you on-air stuff. We can really specialize. If you want to learn how to run a board, I can teach you.
Yeah.
If you want to learn production, I can teach
Smart.
you. If you want to learn computer stuff, Pony can teach you.
Yeah.
You will really, really get a lot out of what we do because we're a smaller organization.
And you're doing it for everybody that's listening right now that might be interested in an
absolutely.
internship. The bottom line is we've got Rofo and the other guy.
Mac
and
Attack.
How you doing, Mac?
Hi there.
That's enough.
Oh, nice.
Mac, how
Right on point.
this is so dangerous what I'm doing
Oh,
here.
please don't.
Mac,
Yes.
how have you found the experience being a Mike O'Mara Show intern?
It was wonderful. It's been wonderful the
it's
entire
over?
time.
Yeah, it's over today.
I love that he spoke in past tense. That shows a real forethought.
He doesn't want to come in. What are you doing this summer? We expect you to be here.
I'm here this summer.
All right, thank you.
Would you say that the Mike O'Mara Show is a haven for misfits?
Absolutely.
There he goes.
Have you felt
that's
that you?
Really what it
how
is.
about
Well, it
this?
should be.
You know, you've probably faced challenges your whole life, as we all have. I mean, everybody, Mike. Am I right? Everyone faces challenges, right?
Absolutely.
The struggle is real.
But do you think that when you came and became a part of our merry band of gypsies, did you really flourish?
I did not. At the beginning,
No. Let's try this again. As you faced the challenges of your life, and I'm going to give you some time to think about your answer, knowing that the last one was wrong. When you came and joined up with us at the Mike O'Mara Show, and we allowed you to really be you, do you feel that you came into your own?
I absolutely did.
Yes, you see.
Thank you. All right,
And if you're out there
right.
and if you feel challenges, this is the place to be.
He has grown as, I would say, just a human being.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. You know what? Gone are the days.
Is that fair? I think that's
well,
fair.
I'm all the way down here in Florida. Hard for me to see it from up here.
Mike,
okay,
two
from
times
down here, rather. Sorry.
In my life, I have yelled at Pony 2 times. And the one time that I really yelled the loudest is when he came back in and I said, "Don't you ever leave me in a room alone with Matt again." And you know what? I'm okay with it now. So,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
things have
Good.
changed.
That's wonderful. That's it. That's right. Actually, Mac doesn't realize it's really one of the reasons I moved to Florida. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it's news you may not need, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, Sanjeev, are you ready to go to the gym with me? I will be in a sec, but right now, I am updating my Mike O'Mara Show app. Mike O'Mara Show app? What is it? You have a mobile phone, right? Sure. Is it a smartphone? You bet. Is it an Android or iOS? I do not know. Well, it's easy. Is it an Apple logo or little green robot? I always thought it was a mango, but I guess it's an apple. Okay, so you have iOS. Okay. All you have to do is go to the App Store and type in TMOS and hit search. But is it really worth my time? Absolutely. It is the easiest way to listen to the Mike O'Mara Show on your phone. Oh, that Mike O'Mara Show app. It is new and everybody is talking about it. I updated yesterday and I love it.
Yo tengo un Android. Will it work for me, ese?
Absolutely. Both platforms. The new Mike O'Mara Show app. Download it and improve your life today.
We love it.
Yay!
Wow. Thank
Give
you
him
again,
credit
Mike
again,
Brunner.
Rob.
Mike Brunner did that.
Really funny stuff. I love that. Welcome back to the show. Brought to you by Vistaprint. Listen up, small business owners. Right now at Vistaprint.com, you can get 500 business cards for just $9.99. I restocked my wallet yesterday, so I'll be handing them out all weekend. When you enter the promo code TMOS at checkout, that's right, 500 business cards, $9.99. That's $9.99 for 500 of them. It's never been easier or more affordable to make a business card that screams you, and Vistaprint makes it fun and easy. It's old school. Handing out business cards is absolutely old school.
Well, what it is, Mike, it's classy.
It's classy and everybody still does it.
Yep.
It's still a beautiful way to get you noticed, and you can pick from tons of cool industry-specific designs. Add your own info and you're on your way, or you can even upload your own artwork or pictures. We've all made cards at Vistaprint.com, and they always turn out great. I hand out my TMOS cards all the time. If you want to go all out, upgrade to their signature stock, baby, add a fancy finish, or even raise print, Vistaprint also has everything from marketing materials like custom flyers and banners, custom apparel, all of it guaranteed. If you're not happy, they'll make it right. 500 business cards on sale, $9.99. There's never been a better time to professionally promote your business. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code TMOS to get this offer. Hold on just a second. Let me just get everything fixed here. There we are. News! Yes, sirree. News. Been one of those days, technically. Yes, sirree. I'm going to do it. I am anal retentive that way, so I have to do it again. Hit it again, Liz.
News.
Thank
News.
you. Matthew McConaughey, hey Ellie, is pretty dedicated to staying fit, and when he's not making himself emaciated to play AIDS patients, he always looks fantastic. But it might surprise you to learn that weight training has little to do with it. He says, quote, I go with whatever role I'm playing needs. So if I'm doing an action movie or a football player, I go to the gym and hit the weights. I haven't done anything like that in years, so I haven't really picked up a weight for 4 years. How about that?
You know what's funny is if you ever get a chance to see it, it's occasionally on cable, watching him in Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
It might as well be a million years ago.
I know.
It is
I know.
so
He's transformed.
funny.
So he's just naturally ripped?
He's naturally ripped. He's doing a Civil War movie now, and he has to stay at 174 pounds. That's his fighting weight, and he's just doing sit-ups and push-ups. But I bet he's doing a ton of them.
Well, the thing is the role in the role he has in the Civil War movie, he really can't be muscular. He plays Mary Lincoln.
There you go, Mary Todd Lincoln. The Sally Field role, baby. Yes, sir. Ben Affleck is admitting that he asked the producers of Finding Your Roots not to reveal that one of his ancestors was a slave owner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is, Ben. Ben always just a little too over the top. You know what I mean?
You know what he is? He's very involved.
Very involved and just a little too wanting to control the world.
Yep.
In a Facebook post, Ben said, quote, I didn't want any show about my family to include a guy who owned slaves. I was embarrassed. All right, he's being honest.
That's true.
The very thought left a bad taste in my mouth. They decided what went into the show. I lobbied them the same way I lobbied directors about what takes of mine I think they should use. This is the collaborative creative process. It's important to remember that this isn't a news program. The assumption is that they will never be dishonest, but they will respect your willingness to participate and not look to include things you think would embarrass your family. Okay. I regret my initial thoughts that the issue of slavery not be included. We deserve neither credit nor blame for our ancestors. This is really... there are a lot of things I hate about technology, but one of the things I might like about technology is I think it is keeping us honest a little bit.
Sure.
You know, everybody gets but do you think when I read something like that, do you think there was some dick at the at the Finding Your Roots program that says, "Oh, okay, we'll let the world know that he didn't want that in there."
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what happened.
somebody wanted to be an ass, you know.
Look how important I am. This is what I found out.
And also, I think that the trail on this was started with that initial Sony hack.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the emails that led them to this story started with that Sony hack that dates back. What is that? Like 2 months ago?
Yeah, that really almost destroyed that studio.
Yeah,
but it's funny when you think about Ben. I might react the exact same way if I was that level of celebrity and I thought that was something I didn't want anybody to know about.
Yeah.
Who'd want anybody to know about that?
Publicize that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only guy that I know that loves really talking about his German roots and his enthusiasm for it and the Hindenburg is Robb Spiewak.
Because
Yes,
as everyone knows, I'm German.
Yes,
Not
German through and through.
Not
Exactly.
German. Polish.
Everyone else might think that.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
It's
A lot of
great
collaborators in
roads,
Poland,
Mike.
Rob, there were. A new survey found the average person has totally judged you and made up their mind about how you live within 26 seconds of entering your home. Here are 10 of the snap judgments they use. I'll go
If you
from
have
10
a
to
piece
1.
of the Hindenburg.
If you do. I've done this when I walk into a home. Here's number 10, the amount of random dust.
Yes, I think that's valid.
Can walk in. Number 9, can relate to this, kids' toys lying around.
Yeah.
You know, if you walk in and they're just everywhere and there's been no effort to clean them or straighten them or any of that.
Step on a Lego. Hurts.
Incidentally, can I give a little shout out to my wife? She's absolutely amazing about that. And when Elizabeth came down to visit, Carly tasked her with doing the same thing. He's a walking, talking, throw everything on the floor machine right now. Everything gets dumped out on the floor, and it's constant, and Carla stays ahead of it, and I don't know how she does it. Number 7 is piles of mail stacked up. That gets into the whole hoarders thing. I think that's the way that does.
It does.
Let me see. Number 6, whether the way you decorate it is modern or stylish. Okay.
Really?
That's interesting.
I suppose.
Decorations on the walls. How nice the couch is. I have a yellow fabric couch down here in South Florida.
Does it
and
not
I am
have
afraid,
sort of a print?
No, I wish it did. I think it's time to maybe put that out on the curb.
And
It
you
has
know what's
been-
sad is because of your
it's
climate.
been devastated. Yeah.
Because of your climate, you really can't go leather.
Well, it's because of the 21-month-old that, and let's be honest, Daddy liking that one corner where I sit. You guys know where I sit all the
little
time.
wear and tear.
Yeah, it looks like a dog bed right now. It truly does.
Just a little bit of sagging, yeah.
Number 3 is any stains or marks on the walls. Number 2 is the amount of clutter. And number 1, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Remember this. No, wrong thing. It's the amount of smell in your house, how your house smells.
Yep.
So if you have cats, it's something to be mindful of.
You know,
So
when I
be aware
delivered
of
furniture, that was always the most creepy thing about, because I'd go into 12, 13 houses every week, every on a day even, and the distinctive smell of houses that smelled unclean. They
Right.
could look clean. But
Exactly.
there would be a distinctive smell like the dishes had been out a long time.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
a nasty thing.
The smell
Really
of
bad.
rotted food.
Yeah, not
fetid,
good.
rotted food.
Fetid.
If you keep your body nice and groomed and it still hasn't translated into finding a boyfriend, ladies, maybe it's time to go the exact opposite route. Des Tobin is a professor of cell biology at the University of Bradford in England, and he says that it might help you attract a guy if you stop shaving your armpits.
Really?
Here's his quote. In other mammals, body hair is very important for dispersing odors such as pheromones to help you attract mates. Shaving your underarm hair could mean those odors are not dispersed into the air so quickly. Of course, that's not all well and good, if you're going to be turning somebody off by the look, but he says scientifically it actually works. Men are attracted to your pheromones, but once he spots your hairy armpits, the deal might be completely
You gotta
off.
hide them with your arms down to the side.
Yeah, exactly. Walk like a penguin.
We had a lot of women at the old WJFK that didn't shave their armpits. We should have asked them about that. What a shame. It's too late for that.
I can think of so many names.
It seems like, don't go there. It seems like another lifetime ago that Paris Hilton couldn't be seen without her Chihuahua Tinkerbell stuffed into her purse. Well, that's not going to happen anymore because I'm so sorry. Tinkerbell has gone off to a farm to live with that family in the sky far away.
Oh, it's an ex-Tinkerbell?
Yeah, it's very, very sad.
Oh, sorry about that.
Paris broke the news on Instagram yesterday. She said, quote, "My heart is broken. I am so sad and devastated after 14 amazing years together. My baby Tinkerbell has passed away of old age. I will miss her and think about her the rest of my life. I love you, Tinky. You are a legend and will never, ever be forgotten."
That's sweet. I'm actually surprised that the dog never ate any of her Quaaludes or did lines of blow.
Yeah, and died of an overdose. That
Yeah.
would have been the odds. And, the interesting fact is, and kind of sad also, that Tinkerbell actually smarter than Paris Hilton. Which is,
I'm surprised Nicole Richie lived longer than the dog.
this is true. So thin. And now a little something. A Wamama teen is hospitalized at Tampa General Hospital after he was bit on the face.
Did you bite your face?
By a cottonmouth snake on Saturday night.
Oh, God.
No. Yeah, cottonmouth snakes are also known as water moccasins.
Oh, yeah.
Investigators say Austin Hatfield, 18,
No.
yes, that's his name, had captured the snake several days earlier, put it in a pillowcase, and kept the pillowcase on his bed.
Naturally.
At some point on Saturday night, the snake escaped, and the teen grabbed it close to his chest. The snake then bit him on the face. Emergency crews responded to the home at about 11:45 p.m., transported Hatfield to Tampa General, where the teen is in good condition. The snake was euthanized and was brought to the hospital for identification. In Florida, it is against the law to possess a venomous snake without a permit. No charges have been filed. Also found in the teen's bed was an expired lottery ticket, a NASCAR hat, and a small chocolate pie. Thank you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's the Audio Vault with Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls. It's Tony Perkins.
It's Gary Stein.
This is a very special episode of our podcast because it features Ringo Starr. And Ringo tells us about the first time the Beatles came to America, what it felt like to be on that airplane.
24 years old.
Be sure to listen. Search for The Tony Perkins Show on iTunes.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I know you've heard us talk about our Amazon page for a long time, but I want to take a moment to have you really, really listen. We all shop on Amazon, right? So here's the deal. Anytime you purchase something through our Amazon link, we get a tiny percentage. Not much, but it does add up. We've always said that our listeners are like partners in our business, and we need your help. The one simple click of your mouse really helps to keep this boat afloat. If you're shopping Amazon anyway, please shop in a way that helps us out. It's easy, it doesn't cost you any extra, and it means the world to us. So, whether it's electronics, printer ink, groceries, office supplies, the next time you need to buy anything, just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon, and bookmark it. That was good. Or click the Amazon button on our website, or click on the shopping cart icon on our app. Then shop like you normally would. It's that simple, and we thank you. So check it out, Amazon.com, through the Mike O'Mara Show page. We appreciate it. Without further ado, let's open up the the audio vault for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2015. Take it away, Rob Spiewak.
Mike, I know that you are happy in Florida. And
yes.
there are so many
happy
things.
and exhausted right now.
So many
2 days
things
back, 2 days back, and I feel like I've run the Boston Marathon myself after these phone issues today.
There are not many things that would make you want to come back to D.C. However, I saw a television commercial today that might make you want to come and make the trip back home.
After a spectacular career spanning 50 years, one of the greatest stars of our time makes her final curtain call. Dame Edna gives audiences a chance to bid farewell in an all-new stage spectacular. Dame Edna's Glorious Goodbye.
Hello, Possums. Join me, Dame Edna, on my final farewell tour.
At the National Theater, April 21st through 26th.
With a scary thing, Mike, look for this commercial online. It's got young Dame Edna from like the 60s when it's like, is she trying to be hot? I don't know. But then she comes up with her purple hair and says,
hello, Possums. Join me, Dame Edna.
That's so great.
How old is like the guy that does Dame
Barry,
Edna?
his name is Barry something. He's got to be in his 70s.
I found it here.
Yeah, you have?
Dame Edna is apparently. Geez, it doesn't give an age. It's like her own page.
It's the Dame Edna webpage.
Yeah, that's the character.
So Wikipedia
that's the character.
Give an age.
A woman never reveals her age, Oscar. So you won't get it on there.
Oh
but
my God,
Rob, would you ever go to that show? Would you ever
I would go
see
with
Dame
you.
Edna?
I don't think there's anyone in the world I would go with except you.
Barry Humphries is 81.
81.
80 wonderful.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
That's fantastic. I love that.
But his character's wiki does not give an age.
Wow.
You know, I'll check out the page because I would imagine Dame Edna. I would never get Carla to go to that show. She would never go to that show.
I would go.
But I bet
I would go to this. All right. I mean, if he's 81,
let
and
me
he's
see what
still
I can do.
trouncing around.
Let me see what I can do.
You know, maybe the Florida swing. You know, maybe Miami. I could see Dame Edna
I
coming
think
down to
that
Miami.
might be where Dame Edna's core audience might live.
Absolutely.
In Florida.
Thank you very much.
Mike, in this day of social media, it seems like it's been a long time since we've had a good baseball rave out.
Right.
Yesterday, the manager of the Reds, Brian Price, this was an audio interview that was posted. It's a long interview. It's over 6 minutes, but in 6 minutes, he gives us 77 F-bombs and 16 additional curse words. Let's hear a highlight.
I don't get it. I don't get why it's got to be this way. Has it always been this way, where we just tell everybody everything? So every opponent that we have has to know exactly what we have, which relievers are available, which guys are here and which guys aren't here, when they can play, what they can do. It's nobody's business. It's certainly not the opponent's business. We've got to deal with this. I'd like to talk, and I have spoken as candidly as I can with you people. If that's not good enough, I won't say a thing. I'll go yes sir, no sir, and I can do that. But I've been as candid as I can be about this team and our players, and we got to deal with this. Every team that we play has to know every guy that's here and what they can and can't do. Me. It's a disgrace. Sick of this. It's hard enough to win here to have every opponent know exactly what the we bring to the table every day. I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. Make it very clear. I don't like the way that this is going at all.
Day F in baseball, Mike.
Now, do you have the uncensored tape?
Still looking for it. We'll have it someday, I'm sure. But
I'd love
it's
to
not.
get that on a bonus
He
show.
makes a great point. Now, this would be masterful if he goes on this rant and then for the rest of the season, all he does is sleight of hand. Right?
Yes, sir. If he really yes or no sir's the rest of the season. Hey, he makes a point about modern day press coverage of athletics. You do know every single guy. It used to be you had some secrets, but that's not the way of the world. But I mean, it's not like it's a secret that you know what a guy's status is, who's going to be playing that night.
It's hard to
it's
control
funny.
the message as well because half these players have their own social media outlets.
Exactly.
And they will tell you what is wrong with them.
Exactly. And they'll bitch. They'll bitch if they're not getting the playing time that they want. And this is the time of year where they recognize what a long slog it is till October.
Yep.
And these guys definitely get a little burned out. They've been going since February, and they're probably a little crispy, especially if the start's not what they
Bad
expect.
start. Can you imagine if Babe Ruth was on Pinterest?
Yeah, or Instagram.
Yeah,
wow.
I want to close today. A clip my father sent me. I didn't realize that in the movie Key Largo, Humphrey Bogart, Edward G. Robinson were into our network. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Listen, soldier. Thousands of guys got guns, but there's only one Johnny Rocco.
How do you account for it? Well, he knows what he wants, don't you, Rocco?
Sure.
What's that? He wants more, don't you, Rocco?
That's it. More. That's right. I want more.
See, he just wants our network. That's all.
The
he
more
wants.
radio network. That's exactly what he wants.
That's
Thank you very
your
much.
Magic audio ball. Have
Buddy,
a
get us
great
out of here.
Wednesday,
Come on now.
everybody.
That's it. Another Mike O'Mara show has come and gone. Be sure and join us again for more fun and more thrills at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And on a personal note, happy 95th birthday, Mary O'Mara. If you want to correspond with our show with a letter or package, send it to TMOS, Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. To get your message or birthday request into the Wednesday mailbag like we did today, it's Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And remember, we rely on your word of mouth for bonus shows, for Amazon, for everything. You are our partners. Please tell people about TMOS and make sure they get it too. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us again for another episode of The Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Hello, Parsons.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.